And just go ahead, straddle that book for now, bend your knees, shoulders out of your ears, extend your spine, pull your belly button in without tucking your hips under. So elongate that spine, shoulders press away from your ears. So just nice neutral spine. And then from there, curl into your cat stretch and inhale into your cow. And then curl into your cat and inhale into your cow. And one more time, tuck and curl. And inhale, drop that right shoulder in, look up over your left, and then drop the left and look over the right. And then back to center, you're gonna curl again, extend, find that neutral spine again, abs in, ribs in, tailbone long, hands to your heart, and nice and easy, bring it up. And we'll just use that book to do some lower body work at the beginning. So put that right foot up on the book. And we're just going to do some quick little reach outs to start with. A little tap and lift, tap and lift. You can leave your hands here. You could do a little tiny movement, but again, it's quick, small range of motion. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come over to the other side, left foot up on the book. And then as you're ready, tap and lift. And again, if you want to, you can add arms. There'll be a quick and small range. Two more. And come back over, right foot up on the book. So heart rate might be up a little bit. All we're going to do now is that bend of the right knee, tap the left heel, come up, tap and lift, tap and lift, tap, lift, tap, lift. Good. Come up and over. Same thing other side. Left knee bends, right heel drops, press up by pushing off that left leg. Beautiful. And then we go back to that right leg. This time, right leg on the book. Left leg dangles in space. Let the hip scooch you over to the right and then tuck it under. That's your move, is that squeeze and tuck, squeeze and tuck. So my left leg moves only because my left hip comes up a little as I tuck that right hip under. Two more. Woo! Feel that one. Let's give that one a quick stretch. So right leg over left, hips go to the right, arms go to the left. And then left foot up on that book. And again, right leg floats in space. We're going to let the hip droop over to the left and tuck it under with a little bit of squeeze of that glute, outer hip area. And relax. Once again, left over right so we can stretch that area out. Hips go left. And then back up on that book again, this time with that right foot again. Grow tall through your spine. Bend that right knee, tap in front, tap in front. So starting to work that quad a little bit more. Still working those glutes. And then we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to reach to the side. Reach and stand. Reach and stand. Two more. Beautiful. And then to the back we go. Reach back and stand up. Reach back and stand up. Try not to put too much weight on those back toes. And this is the one, if you want to intensify, arms come up as the legs go back. And then you'll feel that more in the glutes. Two more. Nice. And once again, right over left. We're going to bend the knees this time. Come down, round in your cat. Inhale in your cow. Straighten out the legs, but keep the spine tall. Arm comes up, over, and then last one on the book like this. Left foot up on the book, and we tap forward with the right toes by bending the left knee. And then we go to the side. Spine nice and tall. And then to the back, we reach. Again, if you want to add arms as your leg goes back, feel free. Two more. And up and over with that left leg. Bend the knees. Roll into your cat-cow. And then if you can straighten those legs, lift it on up. And we'll do a little bit of calf work while we're here. So you probably want to have something to hold on to for balance. A wall is fine. And we'll step up on the book. Let's go with the right foot. Toes, ball of the foot, and most of the arch. Just the heel is dropped off. And then other leg hangs out in space. Drop the heel, come to even. Drop it, go to the book height. Drop, book height, drop, book height, drop, book height, drop, book height. And now go from the height of the book to above the book. Height, above, and then we go full range. Heel below the book, through center, up and over. Below, through center, up and over. Strengthening those calf muscles, strengthening those ankles. Last one, let's come up, hold here, grow tall, press into that foot, and then bring your left foot down outside of the book, and then scoot that right heel back and off so you can drop it off for a nice stretch. And bend that right knee to take it a little deeper. Turn the toes in, heel out, bend it, and then toe out, heel in, drop it, and bend it. And we're doing the other side. So left foot is up on the book, just the heel is dropped off. Right foot hangs in space. Drop your left heel and then come to center, drop, come to the height of the book, drop, height of the book, drop, height of the book, one more drop, height of the book. Over the book, even with the book. Over the book, even, over, even, last one like that, over, even, and then all the way down through center, all the way up. Really press through that foot. Oops, there. Beautiful. Put your right foot down. Let that left foot slip off the back. The heel drops to get a nice stretch. And then bend that knee. And then roll the toes out and the heel in. And bend the knee. And then go toes in, heel out. And bend. All right. And then from there, go ahead and place your book at the back of your mat for me, please. While you're there, go ahead and stay down, roll through your cat and your cow. And then find your neutral spine. Abs in, belly button pulled in, walk it out. And as you come onto your high plank, see if you can get your toes up on that book. So a higher plank than usual, shoulders back and down. You're going to take your time lowering yourself down. When you need to, bend the knees and drop all the way down. And then let's just press back. We're going to let that book give us a little extra space as we sit in our shell stretch. And then let's come to neutral spine, right? So you're not rounded, you're not extended, but tailbone is long, shoulders are broad, abs are pulled in. Bring that book behind your right leg and connect the heel as close as you can to your booty. So you're holding that book in place. Spine stays neutral. And then we just lift that leg. You're not going to come all the way up and all the way down unless you want to. Just about a little lift, and then if you want to turn it into sort of a bird dog, you can just hold the opposite arm up, or you can tap and lift, left hand, right knee. And then last one, hold both up, hold, and relax. We'll stretch out that hammy in just a second, but let's get the other side. So bring that book behind your left leg, get that heel nice and close to your booty, and then with a nice neutral spine, you can lift and lower on that side. You can add just a hold, or you can tap and lift with the right arm too. And then we just hold, reach, hold, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently bring that down. We're going to sit up on that book to get our hamstring stretch. So sit on the book with your right glute. Left leg is off to the side in a comfortable way. If that's not comfortable, you can have it here. Whatever, whatever works best for you. And then right knee is bent. We're sitting tall. We're going to give it a little hinge. We're going to press into the hands to grow tall as we hinge. And then you can gently start to move that leg a little straighter without curling your back, which I think I did. And then come up. And then again, that right leg go off to the side or in front, left knee bent, turn toward it, scoot toward the front of your book, stay tall through your spine. And come on up. We're just going to slide off that book now. Bring it into our hands as we mosey our way down, lying down position. Book right above us, hands are flat, deep breath in. On the exhale, sink the belly button and the ribs down, and inhale, take your arms up by your ears, hold here, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, bring it all back to center, deep breath in. Exhale, up and over you go. The name of the game is making sure that as your arms go overhead, there's no change in your abdominal area, right? So low back stays the same distance from the ground, ribs stay flat, belly button stays wherever it was. And then we're gonna add on, we're gonna lift up, reach the arm overhead, come back to center and down. We're just doing 2 like that. And then we lift the legs tabletop, head, neck, and shoulders either up or down, extend legs and extend arms. And then back to center. Sorry about the ding, I forgot to turn my phone off apparently. Last one, reach the arms, reach the legs, stretch, 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 hold, 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 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that book over your shins and give it a hug. Then we're going to flip that book behind the right hamstring. Bring that right leg into tabletop, left leg goes the other way. Head, neck, and shoulders float off the ground very slightly. I'm going to use my arms to pull in, but I'm going to use my leg to press away. And it's a small little pulsing movement. And then relax. And let's switch it up. Foot goes behind that left hamstring, right toes point, and it's a little reach and pulse. And relax once again. Hug those knees in, take a little break. Stack them up with that book on the shin. Hands down by your side. You're going to start pumping your arms for the 100. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Option to lift your head up. Don't have to. With that book there, you're trying to make sure you don't knock your book over. Ribs stay flat, abs stay in. And relax, hug those knees in, put that book lengthwise so it covers, it rests on your ribs, but also on your abdominals, your low abs. Palms face the ceiling, let's rotate them open, and then stack those legs into tabletop. So we're going for those toe touches, but you want to make sure the book doesn't do this, right? So you're going to sink those ribs, and then as you go into your toe touch, you try and keep everything nice and quiet. And again, as always, it could be a toe touch, it could be a heel tap. It could be single leg, it could be double. It could be a heel flex, double, it could even be knees open. And we'll take a little break. So you can stay with your toe touches like that, or you can see if you're able to hold your book between your knees and your shins. And then we do toe touches with that little extra weight. You may not lower your legs as far. And relax. We're just going to take that book in our hands, reach up and over, just let everything flop for a moment. And then bring that book just to your left hand. Take your right over to your rib cage. Deep breath in. Exhale, sink the ribs down as the left arm reaches by your head. Feel that challenge. Feel some tricep, but feel that challenge to keep the ribs down as the arm goes overhead. And then come up and over. Inhale up and over. Exhale to come above you. This time arm goes over, bend it, straighten it, come up and over, bend, straighten and up and over, bend, straighten and up. Last time, up and over, bend, straighten, 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 straighten. 4 more, 3, 2, 1. Take your palm, flip it around so your fingers face you, and get a nice stretch for that tricep. And then book on your right palm, left hand to your rib cage, arms reach overhead, arm reaches overhead. Feel those ribs being challenged not to pop up. Inhale up and over, and exhale to close it down. And then up and over, we bend and straighten and come up. Up and over, bend, straighten and up. And then this time up and over, bend and straighten, 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 straighten. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then again, palms face down, fingers face you to get a nice tricep stretch. And shake that all out, arms open in a nice wide T position. And we're going to put that book back between our knees. Palms stay open, and we're just going side to side. Your level of challenge, but keep your toes where you can see them as they come back through center. Beautiful. Take a break. Hug those knees in, the book goes on the shins, and we're curling into a little ball to roll like a ball with that book. And then come up, excuse me, sit on top of your book. Widen those legs, pull those glutes out from under you, and then scoot towards the front of your book, right? So you're tipping, you can see my book is opening just a little bit, so you don't want to be tucked and rounded. You want to be tall, slipping off the front of that book as you go into your spine stretch. Either press down and then hinge forward, hinge, reach, lift and reach, whatever you want here. And we'll stay seated like this, knees bent if need be, arms out into a T position, rotate to the front of the room and reach for that pinky toe other direction. And sit tall. We're going to slide off of that book, face the front, arm right underneath you for support, book on top of your top thigh. Knees are stacked, hips are stacked. Pivot those toes apart, and we're going to pivot open with that book, pressing that book into that top leg for a little extra resistance. Create a mouse house under your waistline, please. And then we're going to keep the knees down. We're going to lift the heels in the air, and we'll do that same pivot. Two more. And relax. Woo-wee. Give that hip a little love, hug it in, roll onto your back with that knee in, and then just give a little crisscross, gently pull it across, crisscross it open again, and pull it across and roll back over onto that side, same side. Prop yourself up. Put the book down where your feet will be for a side plank. Push this shoulder back, lift up out of it, engage those lats, and then you're up on the book for that higher plank. And then open that chest a little extra, and then lift that hip a little extra by pushing into the bottom arm. So really feel that whole lat, that whole underside. Holding here, opening and pressing to lift, opening and pressing to lift. And gently bring that down. And let's do our clam on the opposite side, please. So bend those knees, stack your hips, stack your heels, look on the top leg, and we press it down. Toes pivot open, and we pivot open. And then knees down, heels in the air, same thing. And relax. Give that hip a little love. Hug it into your chest, roll over onto your spine. You're gonna just cross it over, ankle over thigh, and then pull it across your body. And then press open again. And pull it across and roll over onto that same side for our side plank here. Book down at the bottom. Elbow right underneath your shoulder, push it back, press it down, engage those lats, create space between your ear and shoulder. And then up you go in that side plank. Open that chest and then press into the forearm to lift the hips. So you're gonna open a little and press a little, and think about all of that open chest, hips a little forward, hips a little higher by pressing down into that forearm. And then gently come down, and all you're gonna do is flip over so those toes end up on that book. Elbows right underneath you, shoulders back and down, pinkies touching the ground, nod your head yes, tuck your toes, and as you're ready, up in that plank. Belly button pulls in, press through those heels, shoulders stay broad, head in line with your spine. And gently down. And once again, we'll use that hook to create a little extra space for our shell stretch if you want. And let's just undulate forward back, cow cat. And then slide that book out onto the floor in front of your mat. And you'll come down onto your abs, where you can reach the book with straight arms. Before you do anything, stretch each leg out. When you bring it down, keep the kneecap gently off the ground with the toes pushing down. Push the pubic bone in and lift the belly button. Hands on the book, head in line with your spine. Press down to just hold this. Knees are lifted, belly button is lifted, toes push down, pubic bone pushes down, and then relax. Deep breath in. Exhale all that out again, and inhale, hold at the top, pushing down, holding. Exhale to relax. Deep breath in. Exhale, press it down. And relax. One more time. Exhale, kneecaps lift. Everything presses, holding, and relax. We've got another round, but first let's just windshield wiper those legs. And then everything back where it was. A little more aggressive if you want into the low back this time. Toes stay down, kneecaps lift, belly button lifts, pubic bone pushes in, slide the book back a little as you lift up. So you get not just that arch in your upper back, maybe a little bit in your lower back, and then roll it down. Inhale, prepare, lift those things and press those others. Inhale, prepare, knees lift, pubic bone presses, toes press, belly button lifts. Slide it back on an exhale, inhale, hold at the top. You can press into those arms. You'll feel a little tricep action. 2 more. Pressing, lifting, inhaling, holding. And last time, press, lift, hold, and relax. All right, and bring that book with you. Back over onto your spine, please. And hands underneath the book, arms up overhead. A little passive stretch here. You can bend those elbows out. And then I want you to press the elbows into the ground, the shoulder and the back of the head. And release that. Inhale. Exhale. Shoulders, elbows, back of the head gently press, hold, and release. And again, inhale, exhale, press all that into the ground. And release. One more time. Deep breath in. Exhale, press. And release. All right. We're going to bring that book back between our knees again. So we did 2 exercises like this, and we're going to put them together. So we're going to move our knees to the left, and then we're going to toe touch forward, come back up through center, knees go to the right, toe touch right, up through center. Inhale, back through center, exhaling, then inhale, toe touch, back up. Just keep your breath alternating. And last one. Take a break. Soles of the feet together, book just rests here. Let's bring those arms cactus, passive opening for the front side of the body. Nod your head yes, and once again, gently press your fingers, the backs of the fingers, your knuckles, your elbows, your shoulders, and the back of your head into the ground. And bring your hands down, squeeze everything together. Bring that book behind your right knee and give it a nice hug in. Maybe draw some circles in both directions. And then press that knee into your chest. And then we're going to flip the book so it pushes the thigh towards you, but it presses that calf perpendicular with the ground. And you can move through that ankle. And then option to put the book on your foot and do that same stretch, pushing down with the knee, but pushing forward and back with the ankle. Just a little bit of extra love there. You can turn it in and out, pigeon-toed and duck-footed. And then finally, as you straighten your leg, move that book to your hamstring, flex through the right heel, slide the left leg out on the ground and flex through the left heel. And then press book into the leg into the book, hold 4, 3, 2, and release. Draw a big circle with your toe in one direction and then the other. And then slowly lower. Oh, that right side should feel nice and open. Let's bend that right knee and bring the book behind the left leg. And again, you might start with just some nice circles. And then hug it in. And then we'll flip that book so it pushes the thigh down and the calf perpendicular. You can move through that ankle. And then option to do that same stretch, but with the book on your foot. So intensifying it. And if you're doing that, maybe you can point and flex, either pigeon-toed or duck-footed or just straight on. And then as you straighten the leg, you want to move that book to your hamstring. Press against it, flex through both feet, straighten out both legs, press, press, press. And release that. Big circle with your leg, both ways. And slowly lower. All right, then we'll bend both knees again. Right ankle crosses the left thigh, press it open. Thread your needle. If you want more intensity, you're going to take that book either behind your left hamstring or all the way to your left shin. And then crisscross those legs all the way over and let them rotate to the left if you like. And back through center we go. Left ankle over right thigh, press it open, thread your needle. Hamstring or shin, or again, for that extra intensity, that book goes on your right shin and you reach and thread your needle. That will really intensify the stretch on that left hip. And then knee over knee, and knees can move to the right or they can drop to the right. And then however you want to get there, you can either roll to your right side or flip over, hands and knees, cat-cow, forward and back. And then nice neutral spine, tuck the toes, hover your knees. And then press it up and back. Pedal out those heels. Wide stance, bend your knees, hands on your thighs, cat and cow. Big deep breath in. All right, happy Saturday.